Be a part of the conversation with the business owners you know. The Michigan Business Wrap is live from downtown Lansing next to the Grand Traverse Pie Company. How to successfully use co-branding and co-marketing, that's the discussion here on the Business Wrap. My name is Tony Cuthbert, joined by a panel of experts today, and they are
Courtney Mackey, Managing Director of Glow Social Media and partner of Second Brain Collective.
Ash Harris, Akia Web Solutions and Second Brain Collective.
Paul Schmidt, UnoDeuce Multimedia and Second Brain Collective.
Chris Buck from CJ Buck Consulting, 2BC.
And Lori Richard, CEO of Edge Partnerships.
Went into the break kind of joking, but not really. I mean, this is the water wonderland we live in, right? Sure. So we are drinking water for this purpose. But beyond the drinking lunch, I mean, it's an important aspect of what you got, and there's important things that are going on there.
Yep. We, one of the big missions that we have is to try to connect the business community in different ways. And two ways that we do that are the drinking lunch and the Second Brain Collective podcast. Now, the drinking lunch, you can find more information at thedrinkinglunch.com. On the third Thursday of every month from 2 to 4 p.m. at a local watering hole, recently at the Lansing Brewing Company. We host a very come-as-you-are networking group designed not to just be a come in, give your elevator speech, come home with a stack of business cards, but try to connect with new people on a different level. The 2BC podcast, secondbraincollective.com, is a series of interviews with business experts, industry experts, and small business owners talking about their footprint in the digital age and peaks and valleys that they've had in their careers. And it's just a great library of people to go back and listen to some of their favorite local owners and business leaders and nonprofits in our community and hear a little bit about their story and things. So really the free opportunities for people to network and learn is something that's important to us. But, now that we've launched this collective over here, I'd love to hear Lauren's opinions on what you think. Did we do it right? Are we on the same path? And what kind of advice do you give people?
We'll take the free advice now.
And you're still all smiling, so I'd say you're doing all right, unless those are not genuine. But I feel they are, and you did it right. We'll go back to that first critical step, and that is picking the right partners. And you obviously have done that, and have enjoyed success. Next up is to establish that new brand, because you're, as I had mentioned earlier, you're all brands on your own. And so when you come together, especially 4 entities, it's challenging because the brand is not just the logo. Like people think, oh, I know you can brand me, it's the logo. The logo is the physical embodiment of the brand. The brand is every touch point of everything you do every day. And so when somebody thinks of Second Brain Collective, they think of this combined force of talents and skills that can help their businesses. So branding and making that brand throughout, when you walk away from it into your own businesses, that's going to be a challenge to make sure that brand continues to exist as an entity, as a whole entity unto itself, and not just one person or the other. Because if one of those people goes somewhere else, then what happens to the brand? And so that brand integrity becomes very, very important. So you've built the brand, you've brought together the right partners, and the benefits of that new brand, there's 3 very important benefits, and those include the establishing credibility. You're building and enhancing your own brand by joining with others who are known for their professionalism and their skill sets. You're extending your reach. When 2 brands come together, you have 2 sets of clients that you can now serve with different services. This in turn can extend your reach and visibility in a market that may not have access to you previously. The third benefit to this kind of co-branding is you're doubling your marketing budgets. In this case, you're quadrupling. I love it. So costs are split between the parties, so you can do more and you can try different things and really make an impact in the market and extend your market.
We were kind of thinking, Lori, to interrupt for a moment. This is Ash. So you're recommending that we do like a blimp with our logo on the side, because we have the budget for it now.
Right.
So
right.
Hey, the sky's the limit.
Exactly.
And beyond.
Literally. Yep.
Well, and I think to your point, Lori, that it's so important that anyone in any type of co-branding situation have, and I think this is what you were alluding to, very strong internal branding first. And I, kind of harken back to my time when I started my career in social media at Disney. it took a very long time for Disney to make any decisions to enter into any co-branding, if it's with plush toys or, the Hot Wheels brand. And it's so important that they knew exactly where their company stood, but they also were really confident in where the other company stood. And they had to kind of come to the table and prove, well, this is what my brand stands on. And I know that it can stand alone, and I also know that it can be a really positive part of a co-brand.
Right, and that's your identity, how you establish is so important. And as, for example, my business, Edge, expanded its service offerings, we had to stay true to what really we were. There is a moment, we were celebrating 10 years this year, but there were times where, we just want to help everyone. And those are probably the few times that we've stumbled because we lost sight of what our brand really was. And so brand integrity is, like I said, very, very important. And I think it's kind of fun to think, to share some ideas of some of the most successful co-brands. And perhaps after the break, we can explore that a little bit.
Can you give us a teaser, maybe one?
Think of the sweetest place in the world. That's where I was born.
The sweetest place. Anybody have any?
That'd be Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Correct.
All right.
Wow.
Oh.
I'm from that area too.
Wow, we have
Shout
another.
out to the Braves.
Taking over.
And we have a match.
Well, yeah, it's going to be 5 now. This is the business wrap here, and make sure you check out our website at mybizwrap.com. Also on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, we're everywhere. Just hop online and type in the Michigan Business Wrap.